we can use arithmetic operations to encrypt and decrypt text messages. Here is a simple example. We can change the code of the original text in a known pattern so that the encrypted text message will not be readable. Here we're going to add a constant to the Unicode of every character in the character vector. This is the original text. And what we're going to do is to get the Unicode of each character in this text message, and then add 6 to the Unicode. After that, we're going to convert it back to a text message. After we run this section, you will find that the encrypted message is not readable. The decryption is just the opposite. Here, we're going to choose the encrypted message, and then we're going to subtract 6 from the Unicode of the characters in the message. And then we will convert the Unicode back to the message. In this case, we will get the original text back. So if we run this section, you will see this is the encrypted text as shown in the previous section, and then this will be the original text message. Here is another encryption method that will be a bit complicated than the previous one. What we're going to do is to introduce the key character vector. After we got the key character vector, we will get the key code, which is a Unicode of each character in the key vector. And then we will take the single digit of that Unicode and make them the key code vector. So what we're going to do to encrypt the text is to add the key code to every characters in the original message. For example, the first character will add the first key code, and then the second character will add the second key code, and so on and so forth. If the key code is shorter than the text, then it will be reused. So here is the code. We will ask for the key code first, which will be a character vector, and then we'll ask the text to be encrypted. So this step is to find the single digit of each character in the key vector so that it will be used as a key code. So the mod function is to get the residue or the remainder by the division of 10. So we will get the single digit of that key code. And then we will find the length of the key code, because this will be used in the following loop. And when the length of the key code is reached, then we will start the index from 1 again so that we can reuse the key code. And this statement is to pre-allocate the memory space for the encrypted text. So it will be the same size as the original text. And at this point, we will make the type as unsigned 16-bit integer. So in the loop, you will see that for each character in the original text, we will add a key code. So at the very beginning, it's the first key code, and then every time we use the key code, we increment the index by 1. If the index exceeds the key length, we will reset it to 1 so that we can reuse the key code. After that, we will be able to get an encrypted text, which is in the Unicode, and then we will convert it back to the encrypted text, and then we will print it out, the encrypted text. So this is the process of encryption. The decryption will be just the opposite. So when you look at this process, we will see that we are using the subtraction to get the original Unicode of the encrypted text. And the only difference is here, instead of addition, it's subtraction. So when you look at the code here, the only difference is the subtraction here. Now let's take a look of how the process works. So we will go to this section and we're going to run this section. And it is asking for the key. So what we are going to do is to enter a key. In this case, I'm going to say it will be ChatGPT. And if we hit enter, it will ask for a text. So what I'm going to do is just to copy paste a section from the website. It is basically a sentence. It says MATLAB is a programming platform designed specifically for engineers and scientists. And I can add a period here. And over here, you will see a special character. R is a register mark, and it is OK. So we hit enter. And now, when we look at here, you will see this is encrypted text. Okay. Now, next, we're going to run the decryption. Next, we're going to run the decryption code. And we're going to hit run. And we enter the same key code, ChatGPT. And over here, the encrypted text is so complicated. What I'm going to do is just use this variable name already in the workspace. So it will be encrypted text. And hopefully I type it correct. And then I hit enter. And here we go. So we will get the original text back.